It's just gone 8:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Stockton residents are celebrating after fire destroyed a local eyesore. The suburb's rundown service station on Fullerton Street was destroyed in a suspicious fire on Saturday night. The service station has been at the centre of a long-running legal battle, with residents trying for months to have the operator evicted. Crown Lands recently revoked the lease for the site. A 19-year-old man will front court today, charged over a violent weekend bashing at Belmont, which saw two men suffer serious injuries. Three other teenagers, two boys and a girl aged 17, have also been arrested and are due to face the Children's Court at a later date. Senior Constable Jamie Wallace says the two alleged victims were walking past a service station on the Pacific Highway just before 1 yesterday morning when a van pulled up and three teenagers jumped out and assaulted the pair.
Following the assault, a 20-year-old man was treated at the scene by ambulance paramedics before being taken to John Hunter Hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Short time later, police attended a home on Dwyer Chase at Elabrana and arrested a 19-year-old man, a 17-year-old boy and a 17-year-old girl.
Witnesses to a pedestrian accident at Colburn say the driver had no time to stop. A 49-year-old man walked out in front of a car on Broke Road after leaving the Cold Chisel concert at Hope Estate on Saturday night. He was left with critical injuries and is continuing to recover in the John Hunter Hospital. Hunter drivers are being told they could end up paying up to 8 cents a litre extra for fuel under a plan to force all outlets to stock ethanol. New South Wales Cabinet is expected to consider the measure this week, which is aimed at reaching an ethanol mandate. But Mark McKenzie from the Petroleum Marketers Association says the idea doesn't stack up.
So we're going to be forced to spend money on infrastructure for a product that 1 in every 2 customers that drives on the forecourt doesn't want. So it doesn't make any sense at all. And in fact, when you start to look at the capital cost that's being imposed on these smaller businesses, you've got to say the whole thing's actually anti-business.
Neither Newcastle or the Hunter will receive any new police recruits from the latest crop of graduates from the Goulburn Police Academy, with the region ruled to be overstaffed already. 105 newly graduated constables will link up to stations across the state. However, local commands will remain at current numbers. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery says the maximum number of police allowed throughout the region should be increased.
The maximum overall of police and police resources should be increased all over New South Wales, and I'd like to see greater visibility of police in the Wallsend area in particular, available on the beat to make sure that we can respond to crimes in our area.
Newcastle has dug deep this year, with more than $490,000 being donated from the region to the Fred Hollows Foundation. As Christmas approaches, the foundation is asking the community to dig deep again to help end avoidable blindness. CEO of the Fred Hollows Foundation, Brian Doolan, says they'll continue working to end avoidable blindness in 2016.
In 2016, we've got a whole lot of aims. We're going to reach out to some 29 million people suffering with trachoma just in Ethiopia. We're hoping to do well over 750,000 cataract operations and other eye treatments. The goal of the Fred Hollows Foundation is not just to do more, it is to end avoidable blindness.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club.
The Newcastle Jets' fantastic start to the season looks to be slipping away after they suffered their 4th loss of the season yesterday. The Jets were at home, but it made no difference as they were hammered by Melbourne City 4-0. Despite the loss, coach Scott Miller says the side can take a lot away from the match.
It's a strong group of people, so a 4-0 defeat is it's an interesting one, but you can take a lot from it in the sense that we can learn.
Redheads' Daniel Collins has been named male youth captain of the New South Wales Surf Life Saving side following the Hunters' 4th place finish at the Interbranch Championships in Foster. Collins' teammate Lily Costello was also selected in the side, which will compete at the national titles next month. And Newcastle horse trainer Chris Lees has had his first runner in the Hong Kong Cup, with Lucia Valentina running 5th amongst some of the world's best gallopers yesterday afternoon. To NURFM News Time, 8:25 to 9.